Hi guys, so today we're going to talk about feeling alone. Mental health has a very horrible effect on feeling alone. It makes you feel like you're going through everything, that you don't have anyone, you don't that there's no one there for you. When the truth is usually the opposite. The easier way to get through this is to rely on people and to help to accept the help that you're given. Um, but that's easier said than done. It can make you feel incredibly alone. Like you're going through everything on your own. And the truth is, you're not. Loads of people are going through the same things that you're going through. Their experiences won't be exactly the same. Their struggles won't be exactly the same. But the symptoms will be. And there's a whole community out there that can support you. There are helplines, there are therapists, there are medication. All these things can help you get through the struggles that you're getting through. But there's one other thing that we tend to shy away from, and that's your loved ones. When you're going through mental health, the last thing you want to do is be a burden to the people around you, and you don't want to feel like everybody's always worrying about you. And the truth is, unfortunately, they are. They are worrying about you. But the easiest way to stop people worrying about you is to be open with them about when you're going through shit. And the first step is to open up and be honest. And that is the hardest part. And I'm not crying, by the way. I have hay fever and my eyes are really itchy today. But taking that first step can be incredibly hard. Because you don't want to feel weak, because you don't want to, as I say, be a burden on other people. You don't want people to worry about you. But actually, when you're going through this shit, when you start to act like not yourself, when you start to be reckless, when you start to self-harm, when you start to be quiet, when you start to be withdrawn, people worry about you because you're not being yourself. And sometimes the easiest thing to do is to put a mask on and pretend that everything is okay. But that leads to things getting worse. The people that love you and care about you will be there for you, and they will understand. The ones that don't care about you and don't love you will judge you, probably call you crazy, and will probably withdraw from you. And that's really hard to deal with. But it's part of the process. Because those people that withdraw from you, that judge you, that call you crazy, that think that you should buck up and get on with it, they're not truly your friends. They're not truly your loved ones. And the way to weed out the wheat from the herd is to be honest with them. Because the ones that are there for you and support you are your true loved ones. It may take some of your true loved ones a minute to get their head around the idea that you're going through these struggles, that you're dealing with this. But I tell you what, when you are open about shit, it does get a hell of a lot easier. Like, for instance, when I was honest with work about what was going on with me, and I was able to not call in sick because I didn't feel well or because I had the flu, I was able to tell the truth and say that I had a panic attack or I had a bad day. I haven't done that in a couple of years. Well, maybe 18 months now, I haven't had to call in sick with a panic attack or because of my depression has got on top of me, because I got to a better space. But I wouldn't have done that without being weak, or what is perceived as weak. Actually, I believe that allowing people in and not being alone in your own struggles takes great strength to ask for help. And it's when you do that that you realize that you're not alone. Your mind is going to still make you believe that you are. I still have moments where I feel like I have no friends. I'm not in a romantic relationship and I don't know when I will be again. That doesn't help. Being 31, when most of your friends are in relationships and you don't see them as often. And I have to admit, when I gave up alcohol and and withdrew to better myself, I find it increasingly hard still to reach out to invite someone out. But you have to try and get past that. It's not going to be easy to begin with, but it does get easier. And as I say, the ones that love you will accept you. I often do feel still alone, I'm not going to lie, but I know that I can turn to certain people when I need to, when things are really bad. I'm still not great at opening up and sharing when I'm going through shit. That is something I am still working on to this day. But I have done it in the past, and it does make you feel less alone. But when I gave up alcohol and when I withdrew a little bit from socializing so that I could try and better myself, I have found it increasingly hard to get back to it and be the social one, because there's also that fear of rejection. But I promise you that you're not alone. Whether it be that what you're going through, someone else is too, or whether it be that you're not alone in your life in that. There are people around that love you and care for you. And the reason that they worry is because they care. It's a good thing. You have to learn to see it that way. But people worry less when you're open about it, because when you bottle everything up and don't talk about things, they don't know what's going to happen. I'll be honest, when you've got depression and things like that, and you're slipping down the rabbit hole, and they can see that you're not yourself, they don't know if they're going to find you dead one day. But when you open up and talk about shit, and when you've had a bad experience, when you've had a bad day, or you're going through the motions of the downward spiral, when you admit something's wrong and when you've told people about it, they will worry less because of the fact that they know you will talk to them. But it's a really hard step to take. And you have to be ready for it. You have to be ready to listen to the the advice that you may not want or need, or you think you don't need. The worry in their faces when you first tell them. But trust me, in the end, it's really worth it. And it may save your life. It may pull you out of that spiral, because you will realize that you're not alone anymore. And you're not alone. And you are enough and you are good enough to be in this world, and you bring something to it, no matter how small that impact is, there is someone that smiles because of you. And there is someone that loves you. Just don't let yourself stew in your own mental health, making you feel like you're alone, because you're not. I promise you that. And the first step is going to be to open up. I hope you're having a great day and a great mental health day, and I'll speak to you guys soon.